Throwing on third down, Newton. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Patriots nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, fella. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Here I come.
Off play action. Clifford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's third down.
Down. 10 Tucson. Buzz.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's
Mike.
Coming in.
Off the play fake. Clifford. Now he's flushed out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Trey Flowers. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, 78 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, Michel. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, switch gears.
Here we go with Michel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Let's go, baby.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Patriots.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
Off play action. Clifford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch twist.
Great.
To throw again, Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wild Bill.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Big grip.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
All day.
On third down, Michelle. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Ready. Mike's 40. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Ready? 70, Indy. I got him.
Off the play fake. Clifford. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how they can be.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
At the 43-yard line.
Jam him. Gun. Jam. Check. Fresno. 66. Bullet. Hot. Back.
On first down, it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox lights, 5.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Check 55.
Hey, Echo.
Check 55 to Mike. It's just me and you. Me and you.
Operating from the gun, Clifford. Got his man, that's Harry. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
Because
all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Clifford. Got a man open, that's Harry. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Johnson. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 4 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the 1st half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Take 4, take 4.
Hopper. Slam.
Great.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And McManus able to put it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout called. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before break. Clifford. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the ground is Michel. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. And that will be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. This is fielded at the 7. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
31-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
3 buzz.
Play action. It's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Ready? 52. 52's the mic.
Let him know.
Gun.
Let him know.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Dancing to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This will be taken at the 10. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Hey, right, Roger. 4 down, check. 4.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Fear in that offense. I smell fear in that.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go. Hey. Mike 40.
Off play action.
Switch
Clifford.
Up, switch up.
Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Get ready.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Back to throw. Clifford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown for Dave.
On now comes the Lion offense. They'll be asked to go for 2 here.
Woo-hoo. Kill. Watch the edge. Tighten up. Shift.
Gun.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
You got it. You got it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Let's go. Check 43.
Now.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
40's the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Johnson, the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
Watch the curl.
20.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. He finds his man Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Check 24. Wait. Why? Get wide.
Greg.
Alert flare. Rotate.
Look at it.
Newton now to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
After the run, Newton going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards.
Mike.
Ready. Ready, 88.
6.
8. 8.
65. Right stone. Drive on. Watch the whip. Switch.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You will too.
you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big edge. 22, Jet Bubba. 22.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Emmanuel Agba make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the ground, this is Michel. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 46 yards.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third-down conversion.
Check it out. Ready weapon. Hey, high 7. Go.
On first down, Clifford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go, interception, baby.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready. Ready.
Check, 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 check.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 81 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, able to avoid him. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Boom! I see you, boys. I see you.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. On the ground, Michel.
The leg. Get there.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Ready, set.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll run with Michel.
I got him.
It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.